This on? Okay, sweet. I just want to quickly start with a selfie for my mom, if that's okay with everyone. Sweet. So my name is Vikyat Mulpuri, and I'm a rising junior at UVM, as well as the student director of the ARC program. ARC stands for Academic Research Commercialization, and what we do in the program is we take research from lab to market, turning ideas, technologies, and blueprints into startups and licensing opportunities for our community. So, I could go on and on about the ARC program, and I could take a while. But because we're short on time, I want to talk to you about 3 key pillars of Vermont, which I've learned about in my past 2 years at UVM. The first is economic development, and to think that undergrad students in the ARC program have brought in over $1 million in technology revenue is quite incredible. The second is job creation. Over 10 ARC alumni have gone on to have jobs at local organizations, and these aren't just regular jobs, these are leadership positions. For example, the founder of the program, Skylar Bagden, went on to be the founding CEO at Verde Technologies. Nicole Eaton went on to be the director of venture platform at Vikyat, and Marco Caliandro went on to be the founding COO at Electrid, just to name a few. And the third is we want talent retention and to keep young graduates in the state of Vermont. And to that I say kudos to UVM Innovations, because over 80% of ARC alumni choose to stay in the state of Vermont after they graduate. Lastly, I'd like to thank our community partners, VSET and Hula. We really appreciate the ongoing support and access to your incredible workspaces. Thank you all. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to reach out to me at the given contact info, and I look forward to getting in touch. Have a great rest of your day.
Testing? Okay.
All right.
All right, that's better. Well, good afternoon, everyone. My name's Cody Waterfall, alongside Charlie Helfert and Reuben Stief, and we are the commercialization team for Wireless Intelligent Sensing Electronics, or WISE, a product that hopes to offer sensor solutions for a sustainable tomorrow. So what defines an environmental crisis, and how much damage needs to be done before action is taken? In recent years, rising water temperatures and an increase in agricultural and industrial pollution have led to an epidemic of harmful algae blooms, or HABs. Even in our own backyard, as many of you know, HABs have shut down beaches, damaged marine ecosystems, and caused serious illness. The massive economic toll of HABs is estimated at nearly $100 million a year in the United States. And even one major HAB event can cause millions of dollars of damage if it goes undetected. Current detection methods, however, are slow and unreliable. But we can change that, providing actionable water data in minutes instead of hours.
The WISE drone system is a fast, affordable method for water quality monitoring. Right now, 3% of the HAB water quality monitoring market is through drone-based collection methods. On the other hand, traditional boat-based collection methods can cost up to thousands of dollars per sampling event. The WISE system can change this by bringing that number down to just hundreds, saving time, money, and effort. With advanced mapping, live sensing, physical sampling, and real-time data transfer, the WISE system stands on the cutting edge of innovation.
So the WISE system suspends from a cable attached to the bottom of a commercially available drone with a payload of 4 samplers and up to 9 sensors. The drone, along with a portable 4G wireless base station, are positioned near the target body of water where they're programmed coordinates. The drone employs GIS to create comprehensive water condition maps that track changes in water quality over time. At the target area, the WISE system opens one of its 4 sampler valves and is submerged underwater for collection. That sensor data is then sent in real time back to the base station, where it analyzes those parameters and sends guidance back to the drone on whether to collect another sample or move to a new location. Our team is currently investigating new autonomous technologies to perform water and algae monitoring without any human intervention. But at the heart of this project is our research team. Dr. Tian Shah, Sohail, and Parmita are an incredible group of inventors and engineers who have worked tirelessly to develop the WISE system over recent years. As the ARC team, we have been doing customer discovery, determining market viability, and building a go-to-market plan to support our team's innovation. Thank you, and we are seeking advisors, strategic partners, and conversations with industry experts.
Good afternoon. My name is Jordan Dawley,
And I'm Hunter Tuff.
and we're part of the ARC team that's consulting for NEK Biosciences. So as previously mentioned, here at ARC, we help take technologies from the laboratory to the market. So we're helping NEK Biosciences commercialize their new technology, Choreographed. So NEK Biosciences was founded by Ken James, who's an expert in the field of regenerative medicine. So 5 years ago, while visiting a neighbor's dairy farm in the Northeast Kingdom, Ken noticed that one of the cows was limping and had a chronic wound. And ever since, he's been working to solve this problem with his new technology, Choreographed. So Choreographed is a collagen-based wound healing gel that greatly decreases healing time in challenging veterinary wounds. It works by providing a scaffold for skin cells to grow off of, which expedites the healing process. It requires just one easy application, which is a critical feature when dealing with large and often uncooperative animals, and when multiple or even daily applications can be stressful for the animal and the handler alike.
As UVM students, we are thrilled for the opportunity to help a local Vermonter make an impact in this great state. So what is our work over the next few months? We will be conducting a variety of customer discovery interviews with dairy farmers, veterinarians, and industry experts to better understand the vast industry and pinpoint where Choreograph can make the biggest impact. We will be looking for private and public investments to cover any costs associated with commercializing a technology, and finally, building a business plan so when our time here at ARC is done, the road ahead for NEK Bio is clear. Above all else, we are working to learn and gain hands-on experience in the startup world. So what do we ask of you? We ask for connections and conversations with industry experts. So if you feel like you can be of assistance, please do not hesitate to reach out or find us after this presentation. Thank you.
I'm Logan Vaughan,
I'm Lila Sargent.
And I'm Ryan Eaton.
and we've been working on Foster, a speech communication software for disorderly conditions like ALS. Every year, over 50,000 people are diagnosed with ALS, which is a disease that causes full-body paralysis and the inability to speak. ALS starts with progressive muscle weakness, leads on to degenerative motor function, and ultimately a complete loss of muscle control and the ability to speak. Currently, individuals with ALS use eye gaze tracking technology, which means a computer can track eye movements and type out letters and words on a computer screen. Unfortunately, that technology is extremely slow and fatiguing, and individuals are only really able to use it for around 30 minutes a day. It takes 2 to 3 minutes to type a single sentence, which means they're limited to speaking and communicating 10 sentences every day, an extremely low amount.
And this is where Foster comes in. Foster is a communication software that has been shown to double the speed of communication and reduce fatigue by up to 40%, thus improving the quality of life for people with ALS and other similar conditions.
Foster starts like any other typing method by selecting the first letter of a word using eye tracking technology. From here, Foster shows the 3 most common words that start with that letter. If your word shows up, simply select it. If it doesn't, instead of typing the second letter of a word, like most software, you type the last letter. This drastically narrows down all possibilities by up to 96%. Still not seeing your word? No problem. Insert any letter inside of the word, and Foster will refine the search until your exact word pops up. Once it shows up, select it, and you're done. Foster minimizes keystrokes, reduces fatigue, and allows users to communicate faster.
Our team is led by an amazing group of UVM researchers, Noah Mans, Varsha Pudi, Evan Baugh, and Noah Kolb, who have been building Foster for the past year. On the other side, myself, Ryan, and Logan have been working to develop this technology commercially in order to ensure that we can get Foster into the hands of those who need it the most. Up until this point, our researchers have received a $50K grant and a provisional patent, and we are currently conducting comprehensive market research and customer discovery. We also plan to do extensive future testing and iterations of Foster and eventually license it to speech software companies.
We're looking to connect with people in the ALS and speech device space and look forward to chatting with you all after this. Thank you.
Good afternoon. My name is Bryn Lofness. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Biobe, and I'm also a PhD candidate here at University of Vermont in Vermont Complex Systems. So we all have ways that we manage stress or big emotions. But when do we learn those tools? How do we learn those tools? Where do we learn those tools? How could we maybe learn them earlier or more structured? Or maybe make them more actionable or evidence-based, easier strategies for everyday life. That's what my team at Biobe is extremely passionate about. We come from backgrounds in child psychology, wearable sensor development, and digital tool design. And we've most recently, in the last week and a half, welcomed our new ARC team members.
Hi, I'm Rowan, Godbout, ARC team lead. If you can all hear me, I think you can. I'm excited to support Biobe's growth by bringing business and marketing strategies to life.
And I'm Maggie Hjortshoj, and I'm excited to help our team understand our users and build new connections.
So what does Biobe do specifically? We build tools to help us recognize and respond early life emotional wellness challenges at the earliest points when there's the highest chance for long-term success. So what does that look like? Well, first, it looks like Sprout. If you look on each of your tables, you'll see that there's a brochure to learn more about this tool that we're launching this summer and is available now for pre-orders. So Sprout was developed specifically for children between the ages of 4 and 11 and the adults that care for them in whatever place that may be. Whether that's on the playground or it's in the pediatrician's office or it's in the classroom, these structured strategies are meant to help. Specifically, to learn more about strategies that are helping or are making a difference in your everyday life, each tool comes with a specific QR code that allows you to learn more about the research backing. What is the evidence basing behind that strategy? Why is it suggested by child psychologists? And how can you find more tools? So I'll break down what's on each of these cards, and you'll see that Rowan over here is holding up one of our demo decks. If you do have questions afterwards, you can feel free to come see this or hold it in your hand if you're curious. So each of the cards are meant to help match you with different strategies that actually work. And so whether that's kind of low stress worries prior to a test, or you're managing big emotions when someone's not getting their way, we have color coding for each of the cards. We also have simple icons showing you what type of skill is this that it's using. For example, behavioral activation or parent-child connection. We want you to find the tools that work for you and be able to find even one new one that works, because we know one new tool can make a world of difference in a busy week for a parent or a clinician or a teacher. And these strategies weren't developed overnight. This toolkit was not developed overnight. It started back in 2022 with a robust customer discovery effort, followed by several research studies that have allowed us to really learn, what is this content? How can we make it actionable? How can we make it simple? How can we put 50 tools in one deck and make it affordable? And that's what we've done here. So it's taken a good amount of time, but we're excited to do research for good and now bring that research to you here. So at Biobe, we are really excited about stories. We love to hear what's working and what's not working within pediatric mental health. This is a specific quote that we had from our recent study at Advocate Health, where a pediatrician described our skill sets as a way to learn simple bite-sized strategies in different settings. If you're curious to hear more stories, during their onboarding after the last week and a half or so, Rowan and Maggie have both been doing a lot of customer discovery. So feel free to challenge them, ask them questions, ask them of what they've learned. They're confident, they're competent, and they're ready to ask and answer your questions. So if you would like to help an early stage Vermont-based company, pre-orders help us. They help us offset costs when we launch later this summer, and we're excited to be there for you. So feel free to find us at biobe.org, scan the QR code up here, or check out the pamphlets on each of your tables. We're excited to be here and growing here in Vermont. Thank you so much.